Hey, so we just got here at Hodson Motorsports Secret Stash Ranch. Behind these doors are some of their finished vehicles. Very, very cool stuff. I built a few of them for them. They've got a lot of great builders they work with. We're going to go pick up the J10 so that we can bring it back to the shop and do a full walk around. But we also wanted to introduce Riley, one of the owners of Hodson Motorsports, so that he can kind of give us a history and show us what he's got.
Yeah, so my dad started collecting trucks a couple of years ago. Really just loves building really cool, crazy, different trucks. He loves swapping fenders and swapping beds. So yeah, he started building with Cam. Cameron, you're probably the first builder he started working with a long time ago.
It's about
four or five years ago now. And then we work with several other builders. We have a small shop out in the Northwest where we just tinker and screw around, nothing crazy. But yeah, these are my dad's brain children, and they're really cool, special, really unique trucks.
Very unique.
What we call them that. They might not be the fastest or most well-built trucks in the world, but they are definitely one of a kind. So let's go check them out. This is probably top 3 of the rarest trucks we own. This is a 57 Chevy 6-man cab. So a lot of people see this and they think we made this crew cab. They think we chopped 2 cabs together. No, this is an original 6-man cab. We grafted in the 3rd door. This was the 4th door. Sorry, this was a 3-door pickup originally. It had the 2 front doors and the 1 door on the passenger side. We cut in the 4th door on the other side and made it a real crew cab. But it is an original 6-man cab, and they called the 6-man cab back in the day instead of a crew cab because you could literally fit with 2 bench seats 6 men in 1 cab. So we on this truck we stuck with like the original fenders, but these fender flares on both the front and back are actually Dodge fender flares. They are from kind of the same era as Mater over there that we'll see in a second, that we cut off and graft on, and they're so, I guess, universal looking that you kind of really can't tell. So they're really cool. But this truck is awesome. It's on a custom one-off frame. The frame was built just for this truck. King long travel suspension. It's got a 572 big block with 725 horsepower and a built 4L80. But it's a really cool truck. We love step sides. As you'll see, most of the stuff we build is step sides. And yeah, it's awesome. Rolling on 40s, and it's a cool truck.
What else? Is the roof higher?
No, this is just the way the roof is.
Back window is different.
Back window is different.
Okay.
If you come around here, we grafted in a big back window. We big back window everything because
that's right.
It's cool, and why not? But the rear bumper, as goofy and funny as it looks, is really custom. This is a Bel Air front bumper that we chopped and sectioned and made into a rear bumper. It's weird and it's cool. And the front bumper is a GMC front bumper. And all the time, as you can tell, we're not purists. We don't give a crap. All the time people, that's a GMC front bumper, that's not a Chevy. It's a Chevy, guys. We just like the GMC front bumper because it's bigger and it had that cool mouthfeel piece there that the Chevy didn't have. So that's why we ran with it. It was really cool. But on all these old crew cabs, like if you look at the Dodge, on all old crew cabs, you have exterior hinges, which are really ugly. On this cab, we don't because they're suicide. So really cool.
So every Dodge guy's wet dream is something with a Cummins in it and something old school. So tell us about this swap, because this is pretty unique.
Yeah, this thing's really cool. So we didn't build this. I just bought this. I flipped to Reno and drove it home. An old guy up in Reno had built this, and he got it done mechanically, but didn't have the time left in his life to do it cosmetically. And I was like, great. Like, if it's solid mechanically, we'll just do what we do, which is the fun part anyway, which is choosing fenders and choosing a bed and choosing paint color anyway. So we thought that was going to be wicked cool. So we bought it really cheap. which was really nice as well. But this has a 5.9 Cummins, like an early 90s Cummins in it, and has a 5-speed manual. Really cool truck, drives phenomenally. Steers better than our new 350. Thing just is phenomenal. No bump steer. The guy did a really, really, really good job.
Nice.
On everything mechanically on it. It's just a wicked cool truck. It's got this cool, goofy faux alligator interior in here, and it's really funny. Nice. It's really, really, really goofy.
Wow.
But
That's
the thing
awesome.
is like, the thing's awesome. It we'll do our touches and whatnot, but it's a cool truck. So, and if it had air conditioning, I'd drive it every day. But will I roll call?
Yeah, the digital dash and the engine turned highlights around there.
Yeah, so it's
pretty cool.
It's a cool truck. You know, the guy, he was just an old guy, did it in the garage, but you know, he picked the right parts. He did the right stuff.
And this is not a conversion. This is an original.
No, this is another original crew cab. This was an original camper special. See, it's got a 91-gallon fuel cell in it, which is really overkill. Really pretty funny.
91 gallons?
91 gallons.
Wow.
Really overkill. Up in the bed. But yeah, this is an original crew cab, original camper special. So this bed is just absolutely massive. And yeah, we'll probably end up putting the step side on it.
Really?
And
okay.
yeah, we have 9-foot step side.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
I've got a 9-foot step side for this truck, and we've got D300 front fenders, which have like an extra 3-inch lip that goes all the way around.
Okay.
And then we'll run 40s because the 38s aren't big enough.
What do you think color-wise?
So on color on this, if you've seen like the new Dodge Rams have them, and there's a couple other cars on the market that have them. It's like a gunmetal blue, like
Okay.
not like the J10, which is like a steel, really deep blue. It's more gray with that little bluish hue to it. I really love that color, and I think if we're gonna do one truck in that color, I think this is gonna be a cool one for it. So
Cool.
it's a cool truck. We love it. And then this is Mater.
The fan.
This is Mater. Yeah, this is the Kids' Choice Award right here. It goes to Mater. Mater's this is a '55 Dodge original wrecker that was from Las Vegas, from an old garage called Mike's Garage, and this is a cool family truck for us because Mike from Mike's Garage was my grandpa and my great grandpa's tow truck driver when they were in the plumbing industry here in Las Vegas.
Okay.
One day my dad was driving down the road, drove by a junkyard, and saw this truck sitting in the junkyard. Was like, holy crap, I know that truck. I've seen that truck my whole childhood. Drove in the junkyard and bought it on the spot, and wanted to make something ridiculous out of it. So it's on like a K3500 frame.
Oh, it's IFS.
Yeah. So we have plans to front axle swap it, get rid of the IFS. But it's on 52-inch tires. It's really a rolling statue, in all honesty. It's got a built 454, but
not the most street friendly.
But it's not the most street friendly. We really just like to drive it around the block here with the grandkids and then back it back in. It's just rolling. It's rolling art.
Does this work?
Yeah, the winch system does work. It's electrical and it works too. So if we needed to, we really could probably pick someone up with it. But
That's crazy.
it is a cool truck.
We didn't change much on the front clip, but we had everything re-chromed. Mm-hmm. We painted the truck. It's got the original inline 6.
Yep.
Did we put a fuel injection?
Yeah, you put a Howell fuel injection system on this. And we redid the interior. We just really did some niceties. We kind of just did like a small resto mod on this truck. You redid the brake system, did new gas tanks.
Right. We put
New saddle tanks.
These were hard to find in this size, but we made those. I made the fenders out of 2 fenders. The wheels and tires were pretty hard to find for.
Yeah, these are 19.5 Alcoas. Right. They're really hard to find. They're actually for an Isuzu.
Yeah.
Because these are the old 6-lug bolt pattern, the big 6-lug. It's 6 on 8 1/4 or 8 3/4. They're really hard to find. If I had to find it for another truck, they're impossible.
Interior, we did everything in the interior.
Yeah.
Everything's been brand new dash, new gauge cluster, all the trim, every piece of glass in there's new, every piece of rubber's new.
It's a funny story on this truck. My dad's colorblind, so
like really bad.
Yeah.
Like reds, browns, darker shades.
Yeah.
Purples.
He struggles.
So we actually painted this truck twice because when it got to me, everything that was black on this honcho was actually a maroon. So it was orange and maroon. I was like, Derek, what happened here? He's like, you don't think it looks great? You don't like that brown? I'm like, dude, that's not brown. So we decided painted orange and black, and you know, we did the, what do they call it? The Gladiator grill conversion.
Yep. This is an 81 J10, and so the J10s had that weird, almost like Bronco style square grill. Square headlights. And just it was a full-length grill. But Jeep was funny. Jeep repurposed everything. Jeep never went and full rebuilt a truck. They're really goofy like that. They saved money that way. Underneath that J10 grill was literally this everything to make it a Gladiator. All you have to do is buy a Gladiator grill and drop it in and get some round headlight buckets.
I mean, these are the shape here was pretty close.
Yeah.
Same thing with the pie covers. What else did we do with it? Paint job, air condition. You had Hugo do the interior.
Upholstery.
It's a really killer, like actual genuine leather interior.
So this has a 360 and the 4-speed manual that Jeeps came with, and it's a great truck. It's been the most reliable truck of any of the trucks we've driven the Honcho, more than anything. When we got it like probably 95,000 original miles on the clock, and we're at probably 115,000 now or something like that, because we just drive it all the time. And when you need to go get a truck, because the air conditioning always works, and it always starts every single time. And the Howell fuel injection systems that we chose for these are bulletproof. They're not super custom, like you can't customize them like you can a Holly Sniper.
Yeah.
But they run like a new car in the sense that you plug them in, and then they just work nonstop. They're fun. They're great trucks. So we've loved the Honcho. It's been such a good truck.
So this is a really rare 65 Ford crew cab. I have not done any work to it, but this is just one of your more interesting pieces.
This will not stay this way. As you can tell, this does not fit the collection. But I bought this on eBay. This is like a 90s resto. And these cabs, like we have another one of these crew cabs. They're so rare. They go for like 10 to 12 grand for just a cab and front clip. And this was pretty inexpensive on eBay. I don't think anyone wanted it because it's got a GM powertrain. So I think all the Ford guys were out there whining and crying like, oh, it doesn't have a 460. It's got a 454 and it's got a 700 R4 4-speed. So this thing rides phenomenally, drives straight down the road, and really is pretty quick. But it's really actually pretty awesome. I love this truck. We're getting all the stuff on the front's getting re-chromed, the grille, the bumper. We'll end up doing some Sterling 1-ton axles underneath it and 4-wheel drive swap it.
Oh, wow.
And then we'll probably get rid of the 700 R4 and do a 4L80. So we'll lift it, and then I've got a step side bed for it. We'll get rid of the fleet side. Okay. And then freshen up the interior. We'll use all the buckets in the bench seat. We'll just have it all reupholstered. If you sit in it, it kind of smells like an old man's been sitting in there drinking beers on his front yard. You know, he didn't want to go drive it, but he wants to sit in his old truck. But it's got air conditioning. It's got power steering. It's actually got cruise control. Wow. So the thing's wicked cool. I love this thing. But a very rare truck. Really, really, really hard to come across these trucks. They're very expensive.
Okay.
But 65 was actually the first year anybody started mass producing crew cabs. So fun crew cab fact. Really? Crew cabs were all coach built from all the manufacturers until 1965. Ford started mass producing this truck as the first mass produced crew cab from the big three guys.
But how many are, I mean, I've never even seen one until you bought this. So like, how many are out there?
They're pretty rare. They're pretty hard to come across. We have several 59, the era before this. We have several crew cabs of those. I have like 7. And they're all just sitting down at our storage yard. And then we have 2 of these. This is one of 2. They're really hard to come across. They're very expensive. So the fact that this one was rust-free, you know, already ran and drove, and it was like, it was pretty inexpensive on eBay. It was like a no-brainer. We can 4-wheel drive swap it and lift it, and it will be done.
Speaking of your yard, we got to go down there at some point because there's a awesome build coming up with the Hodsons. We're going to do a 59 or 60...
59, yeah.
F100 crew cab on a 2012 Ford Raptor chassis. I talked Riley into finding a rolled Raptor, and we're going to put everything in that old school body and just have one badass old school long travel truck.
Yep. We'll do the IFS. We'll do the whole Raptor interior in there. We'll run the Raptor dash. We'll do some plastic welding. Run the Raptor dash in there so we can have the touchscreen and everything. It'll be a 1959 Ford Raptor through and through. So I've been building trucks since about 2001. Opened my shop in Vegas in 2012. And out of all the customer builds I've done, this is my #1 build. I mean, I'm probably the most proud of this truck. Everything has turned out the way we wanted it to. And the things that I haven't done, it's been a great collaboration. It's kind of exceeded all of my expectations of what a true vintage old school pre-runner could be.
and it's got a very special story. We're going to take it back to the shop and give you a full, technical breakdown and show you everything we've done to this truck. But the reason we built this truck was actually for Riley as a present for when he came back from his mission trip. So there's a lot of love in this truck, a lot of custom touches that were made specifically for him, and it really is a testament to how proud Derek is of his son, because this is really about you.
Yeah, this is just a great truck. As you'll see, it is so fun. I was on my mission. I was serving a mission for my church down in Honduras, and my dad sent me the picture of this. It had the Gladiator grill in, and it was just on the long travel frame. No motor was in or anything yet. And he goes, "Hey, what color do you think we should paint it?" He goes, "I'm thinking like a seafoam green." And I was like, "No." And I got it, and I was emailing home, and I got on, and I found a picture of this really cool steel blue Lamborghini, and I was like, "We should paint it this color." And then, and that was the last I heard about it. I didn't know anything else about it. I came home from my mission. The next morning, my dad was like, "Hey, I got to take you down to go meet Cameron and go see some of the trucks we're building." I was like, "Cool, this will be fun." And we go down, and it was done and ready for me to pick up that day. And it's been such a cool truck. So I'm excited for you guys to see it. So
Guadalupe.
This is another Dodge Crew Cab. This was the first Dodge Crew Cab we bought. We call this Guadalupe truck. This is an original D200 Crew Cab. It's a 67. It's got a 1970 grill on it. The previous owners, this has been a one-owner truck before us. They owned it since new, and they had swapped the grill on. I don't care. But this thing has the original 318 in it. Really an awesome little truck. As you can tell, the interior was also done down in Tijuana, and really cool. I love this thing. So the name Lupe really fits. But it is, we did just a slight resto mod on this as well. This has a Holley Sniper fuel injection system on it. It's got ported heads, all stainless steel exhaust from the headers back. Yeah, it's got an aluminum radiator. We did Dakota digital gauges, and I did it steering column. We really just made this a very comfortable, everyday drivable truck, and it really is pretty freaking awesome to drive around. Got a little cool 3-speed automatic in it, and we just love this truck. Cameron and the guys over at Nefarious, they did all the suspension tuning for me and fixed the steering on it. And for an everyday cruiser, if you had a family, or if you weren't really into off-roading but you just wanted a capable pickup truck, this would be the truck to buy. This thing is just so stinking cool.
And short bed, and this is pretty rare to have a short bed.
Yeah, most of these crew cabs came with long beds. So like you saw in the green truck, it has a big old camper special bed. Most of these crew cabs were long beds, and so to find a short bed crew cab is pretty hard to find. So the
Saga.
Yeah, this is the rarest truck we own. This is a 1959 Fargo Power Wagon. If you don't know what Fargo is Dodge's European counterpart. They didn't sell Dodge in Europe, they sold Fargos. This truck was literally one of one. It was built in Canada, commissioned for the French military, and it is literally the only Fargo crew cab known to existence.
Really?
Dodge made a couple Power Wagon crew cabs back in the day, but Fargo only made this one. They only commissioned one. And this would be called a 5-man cab, because as you can tell, the front of the cab is really narrow and the back of the cab is really wide, to fit 3 people in the back and 2 people up front.
Were these custom?
No, those are Power Wagon fenders.
They're supposed to be
these are Power Wagon fenders and Power Wagon bed.
Okay.
This is sitting on a 2014 Hemi frame.
Okay.
Yeah,
I was wondering the proportions. Something was different.
Yeah, something's weird, huh?
Okay.
Yeah. So it's sitting on a modern chassis. So this truck actually got stolen from us about 3 years ago. This truck disappeared, and the guy who stole it was the guy who my dad was working with. He was a shipper who had picked it up for my dad and was like, "Hey, I'll build it for you. I build trucks too." He said, "Fine, you can build it. Go ahead." So this guy put it on the frame, was sending us pictures, painted it this weird red color, and then disappeared. And we never heard from him. And then a couple years down the line, my dad sends him a text message like, "Hey, I'm not here to yell at you. I just want to give you one more chance to come clean and come forward with it." And the guy said, "Hey, I've been feeling pretty guilty about it, and you're right, I am ready to come clean." So we got our truck back like 3 year later.
Okay.
Beat to absolute hell. But you know what? It is one of a kind. There's a couple other Power Wagon companies out in the United States who crew cab these. They take 2 single cabs and make a crew cab out of it. And you could tell ours is original because it's goofy. And I love how weird it is. It looks like a stink bug, and that's how you could tell it's real. Because the back is wider than the front. And all these other Power Wagon companies take 2 cabs, and you could tell because it's like the same width all the way down the truck. So it's really Really a cool truck. Yeah, this is our little
Dot stang.
the little dot stang. This one definitely does not fit in the collection, but my little brother wanted a little drift truck, so we built him a drift truck. This is his. It's
Wait. He blew up a
He blew up.
truck
He blew up a
I
drift
worked
truck,
on
yeah.
first.
He had built him a Chevy Love. He blew that up. And so this is a 1970 Datsun 521, and it's got a 5-liter Ford V8 and a Ford 4-speed automatic. The thing just rips. It's got, you know, custom 4-link and is pretty well slammed on coilovers. And it's just a really, really, really cool truck to drive. It's really quick. It's pretty freaking fun. So really just an awesome truck. The bed is a C10. So we took a C10 bed and chopped it, and we made it more narrow and shorter, and because my dad wanted a step side, and the body lines kind of worked together pretty nicely. So it all worked out. You'll see the engine bay.
Pretty cool too.
Yeah. And so yeah, we had to run the radiator and everything in the back because there's no space up front. It's a pretty loud, pretty fun little truck.
Oh, I forgot how nice the interior is
Yep.
in this.
Hugo did a big job.
Yeah.
Pretty cool little truck.
Well, thanks for showing us your trucks. What else do you have in the pipeline? I know you got a raffle, maybe.
Yeah, we're gonna raffle off at the beginning of August. We're gonna raffle off both Guadalupe and the Honcho.
Okay.
The winner of the raffle can choose whichever truck they want to take home.
Okay.
So
So
we're gonna-
more details about that soon on your Instagram.
Soon here, I'll
or-
post it on my Instagram, and we've got our website going, so we'll do it through there, and you can buy merchandise and get entered into the raffle, or you can just buy straight raffle tickets. So yeah, that's that. And then the builds we have coming up is you guys are building our FJ45 crew cab.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's in our shop right now.
The long travel in the LS. We've got one of our favorite builds is we have a 64 Ford F250 single cab actually, but we crafted in a bit. Yep. That's over Earth to Find, and it's got a taller roof. It's got a big back window, F600 fenders. It's got a 460 big block on 40-inch tires. Really
super
cool.
clean.
Yeah,
Super clean.
Custom built bed. You know, front to back on the bed, everything's custom on that thing. So that thing is going to Hugo's today to get upholstery done.
Nice.
So within the month, we should have that thing back, and you guys can come check that out too.
You've got all these crew cabs. You got a J10 crew cab.
Oh, that's also in the works. Forgot about that. We have
Okay.
we call it the J20 crew cab. It was actually a Wagoneer that we chopped the back end of a Wagoneer off and chopped the back of a J10 and spliced them together to make a J20 crew cab.
Okay.
And it's sitting on a 6-liter Ford Power Stroke frame, a F450 frame.
Okay.
And that thing is going to be the tow peg to pull like the J10 to the dunes.
Gotcha.
So when we want to go to
Alright.
the dunes with the J10, we take the J20, we load it up, and it'll be cool. You've seen Big Red a million times. Big Red's our '69 Ford F800, and that pulls the Chevy. Those kind of go together.
okay.
If you want to look at that, that's our trailer. That's our old school trailer. It's a 1949 trailer that we restored. So that pulls the Chevy on that. Or we'll have the J20 crew cab that pulls the J10 on that.
Gotcha.
And then we're building at the same time, we're building another 1960 Ford crew cab that's on a 7.3 Ford F350 frame.
Okay.
And that will pull the Raptor that you built.
Okay.
So we'll have like 3 cool tow pig off-road truck, tow
Nice little
pig off-road
combos.
trucks. Yep. A lot of
Well,
fun
we
stuff.
missed one.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, the
We
Tonka.
missed another little
This
oddball
Tonka,
one.
This is a very funny story because this truck got dumped on Derek by one of his friends, and it started this whole truck building
It did.
thing.
It really did.
And it's like the most ridiculous vehicle.
It's really funny.
Yeah.
So this is a Suzuki Carry. It's a 1997 Suzuki Carry. Nothing on this thing is from the Suzuki Carry. It's got a Samurai motor, like the little 1000cc or 1100cc Samurai. It's a cool dump bed. It's on Jeep axles. That's why we grafted the Jeep into the tailgate, because why not? Because nothing is original on the thing. The only thing from the Suzuki Carry that's left over is the cab. It's got a Mercedes Unimog front bumper. These are like trailer fenders or whatever. It's right-hand drive, so because this was like one of those landscaping vehicles, so you want to look in there. This really goofy right-hand drive thing. It's not street legal, but we love to cruise around and just, cruise around up in here and have fun with it. It's really a goofy vehicle, but it's one of a kind, that's for sure.
Thanks for watching. If you guys like what you see, please remember to subscribe, like, and share. And can't wait to show you some more great videos from Breaker Industries.